Hello dear pupils and welcome to this new lesson. My name is Mr. Faiz Yunus. Today's lesson is the first lesson of the first module, which is Meet the Browns. So let's start. Please let's have a look at the picture in front of you. Do you know them? Is it your family? Of course not. So let's ask some WH and yes or no questions about them. Alright, let's start with the WH questions. They are called WH questions because they start with WH words. Do you know them? WH word like what, where, when, why, who, how old, how many, etc. Alright, let's suggest some WH questions. Let's say, for example, or let's ask about their names. So let's say, what are their names? What are their names? Let's ask about the kids, the age of the kids. To ask about the age, we use how old. How old are the kids? The kids or the children. All right. Let's ask about the job of the parents, the father and the mother. Let's say, for example, what's the father's job? What's the father's job? The father's job or the job of the father. Good. Let's ask the last question about the place where they live, their country, for example. Okay. Let's say, where do they live? Where do they live? You see here, for this question, we use this do. Is it verb to do? Of course not. It is the auxiliary do. The verb is live. That's the verb. So here we use the auxiliary do because we don't have verb to be. Like in the first three examples. There is are, here also are, and here is. But here we don't have verb to be. We have verb to live. So we have to use the auxiliary do. We can ask this question otherwise. Using verb to be also. Where are they from? You see, it's the same question. Where do they live or where are they from? It's the same question, but in the first example we use the auxiliary do, and in the second example we use verb to be. Good. So these are some WH questions because they start with the WH words. What, how old, what, and where. Right. Let's move to the yes or no questions now. They are called yes or no questions because we must answer these questions with yes or no. Let's say, for example, is the mother a doctor? You see, we ask about the job of the mother. Is the mother a doctor? We started the question with the verb to be. Okay. Let's ask about the question. Let's ask a question about the children, about their job. For example, are the kids or are the children Are the children pupils? The same, the question is with verb to be, are. Let's ask question, a yes or no question using the auxiliary do. Let's say, for example, do they live in the USA, United States of America? You see, here we use the auxiliary do because there is verb to live. We don't have verb to be. All right, good. Let's finish with the last question about their nationality, for example. Let's say, are they English? That's the nationality. Are they English? If we like to answer these questions, we have to use yes or no. Is the mother a doctor? Yes, she is. Are the children pupils? Yes, they are. Do they live in the USA? No, they don't. Full stop. They live in Britain, for example, or they live in England. Are they English? Yes, they are. Or no, they are not. You see? But in the WH questions, we can't answer with yes or no. What are their names? It's not possible to say yes or no. Alright. Let's move to the second page. We have different WH words, where, when, what, who, and why. Let's say these different WH words are used to ask about what? Where is used to ask about where are they from? To ask about the place. Good. The place. They are from the USA, for example. Good. When is used to ask about the time. What is used to ask about the object or the thing. The object or thing. Who is used to ask about the person. Who is this? He is my father. And the last one, why is used to ask about the reason or cause. Why are you late? Why do you come to class late? Because I missed the bus. That's the reason or the cause. Alright. Good. Let's summarize the WH questions. WH questions. We use the WH questions first with the WH words. The first thing in the question is the WH word. Plus, we can use verb to be, as we saw in the different examples. Plus subject, plus the complement, and plus the question mark. Don't forget the question mark. If we don't use verb to be, we use another verb: go, play, do, watch, listen, write, read, eat, drink, etc. We have to use the auxiliary do. So WH word plus auxiliary do. Plus subject plus base verb plus the complement. Of course, for the auxiliary do with he, she, and it is does in the simple present, and in the simple past we use did. Alright. Or we can use should, WH word plus should, must, can, would, plus subject, plus base verb, and you continue then the question mark.